Communication, what does it mean? It means exchanging of information. So in previous time, ancient times, the king used to communicate with other states by sending messages through pigeons or sending someone who is trustworthy, but it would take long time for receiving the messages. In 1887, great scientist named Hertz, he produced electromagnetic waves in his laboratory. And after that, J.C. Bose, Morse, Marconi, Graham Bell, they developed the basics of what we call as modern communication system. Now in our daily life, present life, we use communication system in different ways. We use telephone, we use radio, we use TV, we use cell phone, mobile. These are the mode of information exchange, thereby communication. So how this information is received and transmitted from one place to another, we'll talk about this in communication systems. What is a communication system? This is a schematic block diagram of a communication system, and this is the preliminary information about communication system. In communication system, there are three main components, and these components are transmitter, the channel, transmission channel, and the receiver. So in communication system, the transmitter is, say, located at certain place. The receiver is located at some other place. Say, it may be far, it can be nearer. Then we have a transmission channel, or you can say physical medium, that is going to connect this transmitter to the receiver. What is a transmitter? The information which is received from the source of information, this can be in different form. For example, it can be speech. Somebody is speaking in the form of sound waves. While it's pictured information, it can be in light waves. It can be in the form of light waves. Now this information, this both or different type of information cannot be directly communicated to a long distance. It is not possible. And for this reason, the information or message, that they have to be converted to electrical signals. And the devices which are used for performing this action, they are known as transducers. Transducers. So we say a device which transforms one form of energy, may it be, say, sound waves, may it be light waves. So one form of energy into another form of energy is known as transducer. For example, the microphone, it converts the sound into electrical energy. Sound energy, you speak on a microphone, now it is converted into electrical energy. That is why it is known as a transducer. Now this transmitter, it initially converts the received information into electrical signals, and then it may be required that the signal needs to be amplified, and then it performs certain modulation. There is a necessary process called modulation. Then it passes to the transmission channel here, and then it, once it is being received by transmission channel, then it goes for the receiver. So this transmission channel, once the transducer has transformed the different type of energy into signal, and now this electric signals are being set or being given to transmission channel. This transmission channel is a link. It's a link between the transmitter and the receiver. Here is the transmitter, here is the receiver. So there is a link between them. This transmission channel, this can be various type. It can be just air, it can be coaxial cable, it can be two wire line, it can be free space, it can even be optical fiber. So the free space, that is no medium, that is free space. This is used to transmit the channel, or you can say this is the transmission channel for radio, TV and mobile communication. So in this case, this transmission or transmitter transmit the signal in the form of EM waves or electromagnetic radiation. There is no conducting wire between transmitter and receiver. There is only and only air. So these kind of systems are known as wireless communication system. If you talk on telephone system which you have in your home, two wire line is used in the transmission channel. So there is some wired transmission going on. Then there is a receiver. This is a receiver. Now the signal which is transmitted by this transmission channel, these are intercepted and if possible or if required, they are amplified by the receiver section. This is a receiver section. Now signal passes through because it has been modulated because it has to be put on a transmission channel, it has been modulated. Now this is demodulated in order to get or receive the electrical signal back. It is being demodulated by the receiver and they are converted into original information that was maybe using some proper electronic device. For example, the loudspeaker does what? It receives the electrical signal and now it converts to sound. So sound started from here. It was sent to with changing it to electrical signal. It was placed in the transmission channel. Transmission channel, after receiver receives it, it will, because it has been modulated. So now the electrical signal has to be converted back to the sound, and this is done by, say, loudspeaker. If we have a picture, say picture tube, it converts electrical signal into picture that you see in your television or mobile screen. Now there are noise. If you see that in a transmission channel, there will be some noise. So noise is what? Anything which is not our signal is a noise. Noise is an unwanted signal. So the signal transmitted by the transmitter, say here is the transmitter, and while propagating through the transmission channel, it gets mixed with the noise, say eta. It gets mixed with the noise, and because of this reason, the signals or the original information may get distorted. The noise signal can be, naturally it is there. We'll talk about these noises. There are certain noises which are there. You cannot. There is no possibility you can remove it. And there are certain man-made noises also. For example, the flash of lighting, the radiation from the sun, the star. These are natural noises. While the thermal noise is also a natural noise. While the noise due to vehicles, electric motors, heavy machinery, say flickering of tube light, say the fan of your laptop, these are all man-made noises. So filter circuits in the receiver section, that is receiver section here, they are subjected to, or they are there to reduce the level of noise signal. So there are two basic modes of communication. One is point to point, means this will send only to this point. This is a transmitter, this is a receiver. And there is a broadcast mode, means one will send to many, whichever is to receive it. So in point to point communication mode, the communication takes place over a link between this single transmitter and single receiver. So there is a single transmitter, there is a single receiver, there is a communication channel, and there is a point to point communication. For example, communication through telephone system. When you are talking to someone, the line you have taken now. No one else can take that line. Now in the broadcast mode, there are one is the sender, there can be many receivers. So in broadcast mode, there may be large number of receivers corresponding to a single transmitter. For example, a radio station broadcasting something, and TV station broadcasting something, and there are various various radios. So their antenna, they catch it, and everyone sees what is going on. Say a cricket match going on somewhere, everyone sees it.